Hello, sunshines, and welcome to a very special episode of Bunnyfish Crafts. This is the Summer Yarn YouTube Hop. I am not in summertime right now. I'm all the way back in March right now because I had so much fun with the Spring Yarny YouTube Hop, watching everybody's videos, chatting on my video, chatting in the comments. So much fun that I was inspired. I already know what I'm making for my summer bag. So if you look, I have this little post-it, and I'll take a picture and insert it over my shoulder so I don't have to hold this post-it the whole time. So if you look up in the corner, I dated it so I would know when I made the sketch, just in case it took me a long time to get back to it. It hasn't. It's a week later. I am going to make a project bag. I don't know if this is in the rules because, you know, you're supposed to make something yarny-ish, but this will be yarny because it's a project bag for knit and crochet projects. And also, if you look at the picture, you can see that I have a list of like materials or ideas, and I'm going to use denim and I'm going to embroider on it. And some of that I'm going to do with embroidery floss, but some of it I'm going to do with fingering weight yarn because I really, really like the way that fingering weight yarn looks in certain embroidery things. When my daughter was really teeny, she used to chew the corners of her collared shirts for school, her uniform shirts, and she chewed all of them, and I could not afford to purchase new shirts all the time. She has sensory issues, so I started cutting off the ragged edges and doing like a blanket stitch or something else really cute around the edge, and then on a couple of them I embroidered flowers and stuff with sock yarn. I did it with sock yarn because that's what I had right next to me, and I was like, well, if it doesn't work, it's just a scrap of sock yarn. I don't have to like go try to find embroidery floss. I know I have some around my house, but I've mostly given it over to kids, and I have a ginormous, humongous scrap stash, so I'm excited to use that. So I'm using yarn just in a different way, and hopefully that'll be okay. So I hope that you join me as I go forward and make this project bag. I think it'll be really cool. I am planning on using a pair of old jeans that belong to my kiddos that have been sitting in my craft cabinet forever because, you know, they got ripped and they weren't good enough to like, the jeans weren't in good enough condition to pass them on to someone else or to donate somewhere. So but ADHD brain. But denim is such a great versatile material, and I love using it for lots of things. So when we have jeans that are too torn up to donate or wear, I always hold on to them because I have ideas for things. So I'm going to try to make a project bag out of it. It's going to have a denim exterior, and then I think I'm going to use some t-shirts that we dyed last summer that we've never worn. We just tie-dyed them because it was fun. I think I'm going to use one of those for the interior fabric. Maybe. I haven't decided on that one. That's not 100%, but it should be pretty fun. All right, I will bring you back when I'm in the process of doing something that's not just thinking about all the things. welcome back to me. Welcome me back, because you've been here through the magic of editing. But I haven't talked to you about this project in quite a while. It is summertime. Are you excited? I am really pleased with how my project turned out. So I don't exactly remember what my initial sketch was, but I feel like this is pretty close. Are you ready? It'll be better if there's a project in it, right? So you can see it in its glory. Ta-da! I made the bag, and I think it turned out so cute. So let me open it so you can see the embroidery that I did with the yarn. Here's my mermaid and a little seahorse. I think that seahorse is the cutest. And the jellyfish, the tentacles, they're tacked down, but they're not, like, you could put your finger underneath so they move a little. That was really exciting. There's an octopus, and I pulled my 7th grade kiddos and asked, should I fill in the octopus? And they said no, because octopuses camouflage. So I left the octopus open, but then I did, it's clearly summer. I have the back door of the shop open. I'm at the yarn shop, by the way, in case you didn't know. I work at a yarn shop. And so I'm recording there, but the back door is open, so you might hear some traffic. Sorry. It's too lovely of a summer day though. The high is like 70 today, which is so nice because it's been 90 all week, which is way too hot for me. So anyway, I did French knots. The restaurant next door really just doesn't want you to hear about these French knots. So I did these special stitches to make the underside of the tentacles, and I think they turned out really cool. And I know from back here you won't necessarily be able to tell that that's a octopus, but I think it's like magical and special that you can't. And then I made a little bunny fish on the bag, and I also embroidered some like bottom of the floor things on the bottom of the bag. So this was, you know, a pair of old kid jeans to make the exterior of the bag, and then the interior of the bag is a random t-shirt that nobody ever wore, that we then tie-dyed because we had it, and then still nobody wore it. So I was like, you know what, inside of a bag. And the drawstring is just some like dishcloth cotton that I crocheted, or I chained, and then I slip stitched back to make this cord. And I think it is so cute, and I hope that you think it is so cute, because I am going to give it away. I don't need any more bags in my life. And really, if you're new here, something you don't know is that once I like use the material to make the thing, then I'm kind of done with the thing. Like, I don't make a ton of things for myself. So I made this bag, and I am going to give it away. And the only thing you have to say is summer somewhere in your comment. So, and I'll use the random comment picker. I know some people find that doesn't work, but it's been working okay for me. So I'm gonna use that. And if you want to tell me what your favorite thing about summer is, if you want to tell me that summer's not your favorite, summer is not my favorite. It's too hot. I can't do the hot. It makes me really grumpy. Luckily, my boyfriend is very understanding, and he plies me with cool foods and a lot of cool drinks, and then he just doesn't talk to me that much during summer. I mean, we live together. We see each other all the time, but he's like, you look a little warm. I'm gonna go over here. I'll see you in a little bit. So I appreciate that about him. I appreciate that about my kids too. So anyway, enjoy the rest of the hop. There are so many great videos. I think we're up to 15 people involved, although to be 100% honest, I'm a little bit out of the loop because the run up to summer means the end of school, and since I work in a school, it means it's very, very hectic. So I'm a little behind on that content, but the playlist will be linked below this video. So if you haven't checked anybody out yet, go check out the playlist and watch their videos. And if you're finding me through someone else's video, so thank you. So much thank you. That was a terrible sentence. Thank you so much. How about that? For coming over. If you like what you saw, my videos are all like this, kind of vloggy and a little bit all over the place. That's just me, my brand, if you will. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I hope to see you again in the future, and definitely for the fall Yarny YouTube hop. Thank you so much for joining me for summer. Bye, friends.